You missed that time, Freddie, didn't you? Ha! Man. Oh, maybe, I don't know if you got one or not, did you? I had to go rescue the boys. They found a snake over there. It was actually a salamander. Around here. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is just have the guys throw these into the bucket. Gravel came and the dirt's coming. Some pretty looking topsoil. Who's the hardest working man you know?
Working, eh?
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That is nuts, man.
Crazy. Damn, already been that fast.
Okay, so how do you take an ugly piece of land that used to look like this? So we're not talking about a historical house. We're not talking about really good construction. So I would say there's a 95% chance we're going to tear that down and we found a house plan that we like. But here's the money shot right here. This is it. Now this is a huge 3.2 acre lake. And now looks like this. How do you do that, Doc? That's what I'm going to show you today. So I'm tired and sore. I've got 2 days worth of video that I've been shooting. It's the weekend. You might want something to watch. It's not going to be anything extremely informative, but I've been shooting video. I'm going to put it up. I'll put it together. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We're planting trees. We're cleaning up. Man, that yard looks good. John and Jeff been here all morning. They just left. What else is going on? I'm about to do a scalping video to teach you guys some tricks about scalping, because my philosophy has changed a little bit, and it's something you should probably be getting ready to do if you already haven't done it. And what else is going on? I don't know. I just got a bunch of stuff, so hit subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't want to miss that video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, it does help the videos. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. I don't care. Here we go. Let's go over the game plan with the boys here. So, you know, you asked me, I think I am going to take these out. All right, I got a skid steer coming with teeth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all this out. We'll clean this up. But I plan to rake. I want to be raking this and raking this and raking this. And then we'll end up seeding this. And this whole area, this main area in here will all be grass that we can cut. So it'll turn into a nice little lawn over here. That's the plan. But tomorrow, or whenever, tomorrow we'll come out here and hopefully I'll have, maybe tonight I'll be out here sort of raking this up after you guys leave and sort of getting this up. So we'll have a pile of stones that we got to use the UTV, load them up and then put them somewhere. Well, that was kind of an ass whipping. All right, so I pulled up all these rocks and bricks that were around here. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is just have the guys throw these into the bucket. That'll save us a lot of back-breaking labor. And then all I've done is just come through here, just scrape, 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 and then come this way and scrape, scrape, and just keep scraping and scraping. And this is really how I take raw ground and turn it into that. I got these like 3-inch little holes in here. This soil actually looks pretty good. And the reason being, it's just been covered over by leaves and weeds and weeds. So it does have some biology, so I'm happy with that. Hell, it's even darker brown than the topsoil they brought in. So nature will do its thing. Again, I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to get it to the point where we can get a zero turn in here. Ooh, you take a break. Even with my lumbar support, that thing will kick your ass. So I got 100 pounds in the back of my truck. I got 100 pounds of this contractor mix, which is 2 types of fescues, an annual rye and a perennial rye. And that should be fine for over in here. And then eventually, maybe I'll put a little bit of Bermuda seed in here, just because I don't have any irrigation over here. But it's looking pretty good. That'll be a nice little lawn area in there. So I'm using Pennington's contractor mix, which is a mix of fescues, annual rye, and perennial rye. And what I'm going to do is, you can see how I've got this all scraped up. But what I want to do is, while it's all rough like this, I want to throw out a light coat of seed all over here, and then I'm going to start flattening it. And then we'll have to come by, and we'll have to pick up any big rocks and debris out of here. And then I'll come back and I'll throw out another round of the seed mix on top of that. Then I got to put some seed down on that septic drain field area. I'm going to have one of my guys rake that in. And then we need to build a flower garden around here with these rocks, not the bricks. So I got so much stuff going on today, it's crazy. Figured I'd just show you the process here. So I always get a skid steer with both buckets, because you never know if you're going to need a smooth bucket like this or the bucket with teeth. So yesterday when I opened up new ground, I think you saw what this looked like before. It was just all weeds and crap. So I came in here and you can see the tooth marks. They're anywhere from like 1 to 4 inches deep. And then there's seed inside those tooth marks. Then what I do is I take my smooth bucket and I actually sort of run it flat, maybe a little bit down. And now I'm just dragging. And you can see after one drag what that looks like. So a really effective way, a really good way to take nasty ground and actually convert it into a plantable area. So now all we have to do is come by here, pick up rocks, cut out some roots, and that's exactly what we've done to this whole place. This is exactly how we've done it. Every single area that I have taken from crap to grass, this is the method, and it works. You'll have to come by here and pick up rocks, trash, stumps. I mean, there's all kinds of crap in here. I'm surprised we haven't found a body. We found everything else. The girls are here. I hear them getting the rakes and everything. All right, so it's 8:57, and I am done with this for now. Man, that looks good. That looks really good. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice little grass area. So I think what I'm gonna do with all these pavers is I keep having a problem. I've got a dumpster up front and my dumpster truck keeps sinking into the mud. So I went up there and refilled it and made a drainage ditch. I think I'm gonna have the guys load all these inside of the skid steer bucket, and I'm gonna take them up there and have them lay out a brick pad for that dumpster up there. Might work, I don't know, we'll see. So all the seed, I mean, you can barely see any of the seed that I put out. And see what I mean? It's pretty much all covered up. And that's what I like to do. I like to come out here and multi-stage the seeding. When I drag downhill a lot. And so when it rains, I'm gonna have a good, I don't want any pooling areas, and that's what I'm looking for. I got one little area here I might want to fix, but that'll be okay because it's a downhill slope. But I got a couple stones, couple bricks. Like I said, I left this pad here because I want a parking spot. When they're gonna freak out when they see this. Who's the hardest working man you know?
Working, ain't it?
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That is nuts, man.
Crazy. Damn, already did that fast.
Well, plus what you don't know is I had the teeth, the bucket with the teeth. And so I raked it, and there were all these big marks. I put out seed, and then I came out with a smooth bucket this morning. And that smooth bucket, I've been raking it down, so any water comes off, it sort of rolls. See how it all sort of shapes out that way? Yeah. And there's no big pockets. This is the only pocket I'm concerned about.
See what you're saying, like you made, like you're going straight down.
Yeah, I made sure there wasn't any. That's one of the problems on this property is we always end up with these pockets of water. So you got great water flow, and then all of a sudden it hits that, like you cutting that field out there. You've seen that. Yeah. Isn't this crazy though?
Crazy.
And it's not, I mean, we got a couple of rocks and stuff to pick up, but not much, man. We'll be able to zero turn this, no problem.
Easy.
Now the other thing you didn't see is, you remember that big hole over there?
Oh, yeah, I did see it.
That's what you saw it?
Yeah, you covered that right there. Yep.
We'll come look at the septic area back here. Jeff's like, who the hell is gonna pick them up? You know what we're gonna do with them? We're gonna throw them in the bucket. And I'm gonna take them up, and we're gonna make a brick pad for that dumpster guy that keeps sinking in.
Oh.
We'll make a pad for him up there.
Put all the rocks right there.
We'll put all those up there instead of just trashing them. It might work. So this is a whole truckload of dirt back here. I mean a whole truckload.
Yeah, man, you eat that up. Crazy. Working, man.
Been working. Yes, I've been working, man. Look at that, man.
That grass grow up, it's gonna be crazy.
He brought some pretty topsoil, man.
Yeah, he did.
So you remember all those big trenches and puddles? It's all gone, man. This is all built up. I swear, this is almost 1.5 feet up now from where we started, because I brought in one truckload. I stole dirt, and this is the second truckload. So
it's all solid.
Yeah, it's all smooth. We can cut it now. So I'm not going to bore you guys, so I'll shut this off. We got a lot of raking to do, and we'll let the grass dry off a bit. We'll start with the raking. And I don't know if you saw down there, I put gravel down around the fire pit.
Nah, I ain't looked down there.
Yeah, see? He's like, man, how much crap did you do yesterday? I've been working. I get that skid steer, man. It's like money. It's like, let's go. Whew. Man, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. 70 something degrees. I don't know why I got a sweatshirt on. But man, we did so much work the past 48 hours. I can't even put it all on video because you'd be bored to death. But we planted trees, we brought in mulch. I've got a whole, Lowe's has got their brown mulch on sale for $2 a bag. I had 61 bags delivered. We're gonna mulch that whole area in between the house and the cabin. We're gonna mulch all these flower beds. That'll be on Monday. I'll put out more seed. I'm gonna start a little bit of a watering process, but let me show you what this looks like. Now this is the way, if you have a large, nasty, rough area full of trash and stones and not stumps. You can't do it with stumps. You have to have, I had the stumps ground out, but that's what it looks like now. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm really surprised. I mean, it is smooth in here, really smooth. The only thing we got to do is just gotta come through here. I'll probably get my brush cutter and just run this over, because there's some like little roots sticking up, and I just run that over with my brush cutter once the grass starts. But I need to come out here and probably spray a little bit of water on here. I've got a shallow well that'll reach this. But this is a big area, and this is bigger than the backyard, to be honest. This has got to be, gosh, it's got to be 7,000 square feet of a new lawn area. But every single area on this property, because of all the junk that's been out here, this is exactly the same way we've done it. I've come out here with you get a skid steer with 2 buckets, one with teeth and then a smooth bucket. Oh, by the way, we stole some of these big rocks, and I threw the rocks into this flower bed. It actually looks really good. A little bit of texture at it, but this whole area, same thing. That's all I did on this whole lawn here. I just continually, Ryan was out here with me, and we just raked this and raked this and raked this and raked this, put down seed, then smooth bucketed it. We had that back area down over there. Now our wood line was right here. This was all woods back there. They came in, they actually pushed over the trees, pulled all the roots out, they flattened it, and then I spent another 2 days doing the same thing, raking it with teeth, putting down seed, all that kind of stuff. Now the topsoil that came in, I put more topsoil over there on the septic field, and then we had these big holes here, so I ran some over here. I put this in here. I put more gravel, I stole more gravel, and we put more gravel around the fire pit. That looks really nice now. We can stick a couple Adirondack chairs over there. Take a look at that. Nice little peaceful cabin area. Then over here, I bought these trees. Picked them up at Lowe's actually, and I stole some of my wood chips from the pile and put the wood chips down, and then we're going to take brown mulch. We're going to put brown mulch all in here, so just a nice little soft divider in between here. We came in here today. John cut all the big lawns with his 0-turn. But here's another example. This area back here was worse than that area over there. This had air conditioning systems, all kinds of crap piping. I mean, it was horrible. And the same thing, I know I spent 3 days on a skid steer in here, raking this and raking this and raking this and raking this. And now, as you can see, I call that my natural area. And that has turned out so nice. Such a lovely little area back there. Just a great green space. And then this is a septic field over here. An entire truckload of dirt. I thought I'd have more dirt left over, but this thing just ate it up. There were so many depressions and bumps and water holes in here. Anyways, guys, that's how we did it. I had hours and hours more of footage of doing gravel work, mulch work, everything else, turning compost piles. Crazy day, but that's about enough. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, and there's 2 reasons why. I'm gonna do, I think tomorrow, I'm going to do, tomorrow or Monday, somewhere around there, depending on the work schedule here, I'm gonna do a scalping video and talk to you guys about a couple important tips about scalping. And then at the end of next week, I think I have a surprise for you, and it has to do with lawnmowers. I'm not gonna tell you what it is until next week, so don't miss it. Hit subscribe. Anyways, have a good Easter, guys. I'm gonna go relax. Doc.